Yes! Alabama lost in the national title game. Yes! That is awesome. That is the first time since 1977 that Alabama has lost in a national championship game. That is 40 years. 40 years yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Anyway, hey guys, Logan Battles here, and I'm going to be doing the second episode of Logan Battles Football Talk, where I give in some long talks or discussions on things that have to do with football, whether it's a football player, a football coach, a football game, a football schedule, anything that is pretty much related to football. And then I give in my, just long discussion about it. For this episode, I will be focusing on the 2017 National Championship Game, the rematch to last year's National Championship Game between Alabama and Clemson. Oh boy, it was a great game to watch, especially when Alabama loses. Like, I was rooting for Alabama to lose so freaking badly. I mean, I wanted Alabama to lose because I can't stand them. I can't stand Alabama. And so I was pretty much rooting for them to lose through and through. Now, I was pretty much rooting for Clemson, of course, because I wanted them to win this game and beat Alabama. And they pretty much did, which I'm so very pleased with that. I'm so very pleased, yes. And last time I checked, I kind of heard this from someone. I forgot who it was, but I heard that Clemson has beaten Alabama for the first time since 1905, I believe. I don't know. I forgot exactly what it was. It might have been 1905 since Clemson has last time beat Alabama. Anyway, let's get into some of the players and coaches and defenses and offenses. Starting off with Deshaun Watson. He was unstoppable. He was unstoppable. Like this brother can't be stopped. Like, the defense couldn't stop him. Like none of them couldn't stop him, especially in his passing. His passing was just off the hook. Like 420 passing yards? Yeah. That's a little bit more passing yards that he made than the 405 passing yards he made last year in the national title game against Alabama. Yeah. He was, oh boy. It's really hard to find the words to describe just how great Deshaun Watson is in this game. Most people said he's the best player on the field in college football, and I would have to agree. He was the best player. He was the best college football player on the field. I can't speak. This man can't be stopped. Couldn't be stopped. Man, he was just that great. And he's actually declaring to the 2017 NFL draft. So, Deshaun Watson, I have a lot of respect for you, man. I really like you. I really hope you do well in the NFL. I wish nothing but the best for you. So, do very well in the NFL. You deserve it. But yeah, Jalen Hurts. He was fine. He wasn't fine. I wouldn't say he's terrible nor bad. I just would say he's pretty much above average a quarterback. He made some big plays for Alabama. He made some big plays, especially I think it was like a 30-yard touchdown run, which was Alabama's last touchdown in this game. Yeah, that's pretty much that. But yeah, some of the plays like that, he did good. He's pretty much above average as far as I'm concerned. That's just me. Y'all can disagree and said he sucks. Jalen Hurts sucks and stuff like that. I wouldn't say that. I would say he's pretty much above average. So yeah, that's just me. Alabama's defense. They're not as good as most people said they are throughout the whole season. Even though most games they are Alabama's defense is pretty good in most games. Not all of them, most games. There is one game before this national championship game that Alabama's defense I felt like was not really good in that particular game, which was one of their regular season games against Ole Miss. They gave up 43 points to the Chad Kelly offense. The offense led by Chad Kelly, who I forgot, he made like, what was it, 2, 3, or 4 touchdown passes? I forgot exactly how many passes for touchdowns he made, but yeah, Alabama gave a 43 points to the Ole Miss Rebels. Alabama's defense wasn't that good in that game. And then they gave up 30 points to Arkansas? Really? Like, how could you give up that much points? Like, I just don't understand it. That really does. Those two games don't really define Alabama's defense as the best defense they have ever seen in Alabama since 2009, which was the year that Alabama won the national championship, being undefeated, 14-0. To me, that doesn't really define how great of a defense Alabama was. Defensive team, for that matter. And in this game, it still doesn't define Alabama as the best defensive team in college football. But that's just me. You Alabama fans can disagree with me all you want, and that's fine. I'm just letting y'all know how I feel. Dabo Swinney. Oh boy. He's one of the best coaches I have ever seen in college football. I'm not joking with y'all. I'm not. I really do think he's one of the best coaches in college football right now. Like, this man can really coach the players. he's a great coach. Just the way he talks and just the way he coaches his players, the way he coaches Deshaun Watson, to make some big plays against Alabama. Just a huge amount of big plays against Alabama. He's just great. I got a heck of a lot of respect for Dabo Swinney. He's a really great coach. He's one of the best coaches I've ever seen in college football to this day. Right beside Jimbo Fisher, who's my top favorite head coach in college football because he coaches for my Florida State Seminoles. Anyway, Nick Saban. He was alright. I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't say he's terrible, but I would also say he's not really great. Just the way he, at least he kept lashing out at his players for making mistakes, or his defensive players making mistakes. That gave Clemson the advantage of, scoring touchdowns. Him getting pissed off at his players really was hilarious to watch. It was just hilarious. Like, he was getting on his defensive players. Yeah. It was just hilarious. But yeah, on a serious note about Nick Saban, and the last point that I want to make about him, he was fine, but even though he is the greatest defensive coach in college football, I would not say he's great in this particular game. That's all. I mean, I respect Nick Saban as a head coach. I really do. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like he's never the kind of coach that I would personally uh, uh, be on a team for. Well, I don't know what better word to say. He's not the kind of head coach that I would want to be coached by. If that's a better way of saying. Alabama's offense, nah. I don't know. Not that good. Not terrible, but also not really good. So I would say they're kind of, I guess you could say, mediocre for the for some parts. Yeah. Clemson's offense. Woo-wee! Clemson's offense was big time, especially one of their players who, what I was told, was a walk-on, meaning like he never really got into, even been to high school or any school, or I don't know, but just joined a football team in college. Like that really impressed me, because I mean, I don't know any player that would be a walk-on in college football. I never seen any player besides, who was it? Hunter Renfrow? He's a walk-on, and I don't know any other player besides him that is a walk-on in college football. But there might be, I'm just not sure which one, other than Hunter Renfrow, who gave a really good catch at that last touchdown catch from Deshaun Watson's throw at the end zone for the last touchdown in one last second of the game. It was just that good. I was just screaming on the top of my lungs, cheering for Alabama and congratulating them for scoring that touchdown. And was thanking God for helping Clemson score that touchdown. It was just that awesome. I'm so happy for Clemson winning the national title for the first time since 1981. That is 35 years. 35 freaking years. Again, I'm really happy for Clemson. I'm so happy they beat Alabama and won the national title. Or claimed their second national title. It was that good. So, anyway, guys, not much to say, but I will get into some of the stats before I end this video. Clemson made more first downs than Alabama does, 31-16 in first downs. Passing yards, 420 for Clemson and 155 for Alabama. So Clemson did really well, and all 420 of those passing yards are what Deshaun Watson has made. He's responsible for all those passing yards he made. Rushing yards, Alabama did well in rushing yards, 221-91. So Clemson's running play was The penalties, though, Alabama made like a lot. 9 penalties for 82 total yards to Clemson's 3 penalties for 35 yards. And, of course, Clemson made 2 turnovers, so you kind of expected a turnover to happen. Time of possession, Clemson had a lot more time of possession than Alabama did. 34 minutes and 45 seconds to 25 minutes and 16 seconds. That's just impressive. So that really shows you that Alabama is not as good as most people said they are. And that the reality is Clemson is a much better team. Yeah, just saying. Anyway, guys, that is all I had to say. I just want to keep this relatively short as much as I can. I don't want it to be extremely long. I do want to talk about this game much more, but I wanted to keep this, again, relatively short. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this second episode of Logan Battles Football Talk. If there is any, football news or anything that has something to do with something football related, please let me know in the comments below, and then I might make a video about it. And if you guys enjoyed this episode, please click the like button and comment down below to let me know what you think of it. And if you enjoy what you've seen here and you want to see future videos from me, please click the subscribe button so that you never miss a video. I will see you guys next week with a brand new video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight. Peace!